It's that time of the year when, the big final comes up in Ahmedabad. Two very well deserving teams, absolutely like heavyweight boxers. They've had their, fair grudge matches in the initial stages of the tournament. It's not been an easy ride for either teams. Whether it is India, who have faced hiccups with South Africa, New Zealand faced similarly with South Africa in the initial stage. Super 8s have not been easy for both the teams, but their grit and determination sees them in the final. What does Ahmedabad have in store? What does the narrative have? Well, it's very difficult. There is a large ghost looming around, Ahmedabad and India's presence over there in the final. The 2023 heartbreak and that steely silence of 132,000 people in a stadium cannot be forgotten at a go. And it's most likely that people will keep remembering that as India faces another big ICC final. But it's a new day, it's a new tournament, and those are things that are not under the control. But let's look at what things are under control and what's in store at Ahmedabad. First, as far as the ground conditions are concerned, India is expected to play on a pitch which is slightly different from where it had played earlier in South Africa. It's a pitch that is expected to have a mixture of both red and black soil, and not just black soil. Black soil has been one culprit for the Indian side, which has resulted in two big losses for us in recent times in Ahmedabad. Major losses have been one against South Africa in this tournament, and one, everyone remembers the 2023 ODI World Cup final against Australia. So therefore, expect a new pitch with mixed soil, red and black. That is as far as the tournament is concerned and the conditions are concerned. Dew is expected to play a role because Ahmedabad is hot in the day and cools in the night. That means dew is unquestionably going to be there. As far as the two teams are concerned, first let's locales India, right? There will be a few chinks in the armor. It's, the fans cannot expect anything more from this Indian side. Two back-to-back World Cup finals, you cannot expect something more from a side. This is the most dominant white ball cricket team over the last 4 years. And we have to give credit to BCCI, the establishment, the coaches, it has been fantastic. But a final is a different cup of tea, and therefore has to be treaded cautiously as far as the team is concerned. The Indian team faces reversal at this tournament in the fact that India, when it entered this tournament, had the number one T20 bowler in Varun Chakravarti and the number one T20 batsman in Abhishek Sharma. Both are actually out of form at the moment, and that's a worry for India. But other players have stepped up, and that sees India into the final. The mini battles in this match are going to be the New Zealand spinners, especially McCaughey. McCaughey was not an original part of the New Zealand team, has come in as a replacement for Bracewell and has done extremely well. India has been circumspect with while facing off spinners, and you expect that he's going to be bowling up front in the initial overs. Sanju Samson has to take on him so that he protects his left-handed batsman. At the other end are our Indian left-handed star-studded batting lineup, and they take on Rachin Ravindra and Mitch Santner, both very experienced campaigners. That's going to be a mini battle that's also going to be worthy of lot of attention in this match. Well, I've talked to you about the threat of Daryl Mitchell and the other New Zealand batsmen, their spinners, especially their off-spinner in McCaughey. I'd like to end this preview on a positive note. If there is the jinx of the Ahmedabad Stadium, if there is the ghost of 2023, if there is the threat of, a side which has been a nemesis for India in the last 10 years at the ICC, there is one genie that can overcome all this. And that genie is the local boy, Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit Bumrah has been a special talent for India. He's shown it time and again. He showed it in the semi-final. He was a difference between India and England going into the finals. And I think it is going to be Jasprit Bumrah who's going to play a very special role in this very special final in Ahmedabad. And what a fitting tribute for somebody who belongs to clean Ahmedabad of the jinx of being a jinx stadium, to clean the jinx of the fact that a host nation has never won a T20 World Cup, and probably the first nation in India to win 3 T20 titles. So good luck, India. I hope the fans enjoy the match, and I just hope that they celebrate this magnificent team which has won 2 back-to-back T20 World Cup finals. That is no mean feat. Go enjoy the match. Thank you.